welcome. If you are not new, then you already know what's going on here. And what's going on, we getting bigger and bigger, more successful and more successful. I did not, excuse me, I had a bit of a choke. I did not come here to talk long. I actually have some paperwork I have to get into, but I came to tap in with my lions real quick. I came to tap in with y'all, I know y'all see some new, I know y'all see some new cover art, some new everything. Everything is new. I don't want to say too much. I know y'all see it. So I just really want to talk about a couple things, just so I can give y'all an example of my work ethic. Just so I can give y'all an example of my work ethic. There's a couple things I want to talk to y'all about. So yeah, like I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on this live, but I do have a couple things that I want to say. So yeah, bigger t-shirts are available right now. If you have not got your bigger t-shirt, you need to go ahead and get it. If you have not streamed bigger, you need to go ahead and stream it. Okay, stream it 30,000 times. Tell your baby cousin, sister, mama Tracy, that we are getting bigger and bigger and hotter in the Lions Den. So I oftentimes tell you lions, that when I'm not on live, I'm working. So I'm pretty sure if y'all were paying attention, that the days leading up to the profile change, or like the bigger t-shirt drop, I'm pretty sure y'all have been noticing. I have been quiet, and I was coming alive every now and then, and all that different type of stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure y'all saw the little snippet that I dropped. The snippet, not the little snippet, but the snippet that I dropped pertaining to, the bigger t-shirts. Essentially what I'm saying is, like, I just want to clear this up and make this, publicly known. Um, Creatively, nobody's behind the scenes helping me. Like, nobody's helping me with anything. Everything that y'all see from me, I made it. Okay. So everything that you see from me, so that's from this cover art on my screen. Um, all everything I have done everywhere. It's me and my work. So I want to just put that out there. It's nobody behind the scene. Behind the scenes, I don't have a creative designer. I don't have any of that. So everything that you see comes from me. So I had to let that be known and let that be clear. You hear me? I had to let that be known and let that be clear that everything you see on my profile comes from me, self-made, literally. So that is that. I think I don't really care if people discredit my work, but I feel like as long as because I know the truth about my life and about my circumstances, as long as I put it out there, that's all that matters. Because like I said, everything that you've seen from me, I've done it myself. And like, once I, put everything out as far as the t-shirts and everything like this right here, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. And it's like, for me to be, like, I don't know. I just think I have an impeccable work ethic. My work ethic is impeccable. Like, most of the times it's like I'm just sitting here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It comes to me randomly sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll be like, today I think I wanna go for a drink. And then, I have a drink, and next thing you know, I get really inspired. Or like, maybe one day I don't have a drink, and it's like, okay, I'm about to go, outside and like just go into nature or something. Then I'll get really inspired, and then it'll turn into like this passionate thing where I'm being so productive. And that's what kind of like birthed, like, the bigger t-shirts, this flyer that you see right here. That's what kind of like, yeah. So that's that. I run myself like I'm already signed to a major label. So it's like when that moment comes, it's gonna be very easy because I already operate like that. You know what I mean? So I just have to let it be known that like everything that people see from me is that like self-made. It's very, very, very important. Um, I'm at the phase of my life now where it's like the moment you elevate, your past tries to come knocking at your back door. You know what I mean? And to my, I just say to my past is like, I want to let y'all know this. Like, people don't just wake up and they're millionaires. People don't just wake up and they're successful. It's a whole mindset thing that has to like shift. If you get me, you get me. Like, so like I'm in the middle of this like mindset shift type of thing. So like, hear me out. It's like growing up, I grew up very poor, very poor, very broke, had nothing. And because of that, it like limited my view on how what I thought I was worthy of in life. And like I'm learning that like that is changing. And because that's changing, it's like I can't have certain access to my past because it's gonna lower me. It's gonna lower my the way I feel, my vibration, all those different type of things that I'm just not for. So it's like my past is just that my past. I think that the thing is, y'all, and you know, I'm talking to y'all right now, but we're talking about the people outside of our lion's den. We're talking about the people who are outside of the club hating. I think my past just didn't think I was gonna make it this far. And because they didn't think I was gonna make it this far, or because they didn't think that I'm going to reach what I've reached or do what I do, now it's like people want to spin the block, or people want to, I'm sorry, or I always believed in you, or this, that, and the third. That's the main thing. My past did not think that I was gonna make it this far. You know what I mean? That's really just what it is. And I feel like, I meet not even I meet, it's so many people from my past, whether they're cousins, family, ex friends, people, who they want to spin the block now. And it's like it just is not meant. It's not meant, like I look at how misunderstood I was perceived, and like how just, and I'm glad, because I have so many more years of life to live, so many more people to meet, so many more networks, connections, awards, so many more things. And like last night, I really sat down with myself, and it's like, y'all, it's like, yeah, I'm doing this. This is my career, but I'm building a legacy. I want to have future kids. Like, I'm of course I'm going to be at the top of the world, like high selling artist, but behind the scenes, it's like I'm a person, I'm a parent. You know what I mean? Like I still want to have a regular life. I still want to go, like, I still want to live. Like I feel like I'm learning that like underneath my artistry is like just the will to live and the will to be better. You know what I mean? So I just think that's very, very, very important. And I feel like my past, the people that I met, I just feel like, they felt like they already had me figured out. Like they knew me already, or like, what's up, Aiden? I did not see you down there. I'm not ignoring you. You said you brought me out of character a little bit. You brought me out of my professional mode. um, but like, yeah, so yeah, I think that's the main thing with my past. My past did not, they didn't expect me to get this far. And so I think it's people, because of my niceness, because of I guess I was perceived as, which I don't know why. Never been gullible, never been naive. I mean, I don't know why, but um I think because of my previous niceness, people think that, oh, I might have an opportunity to come back into his life. And it's like my guard is up, but it's up for a reason. You know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be up. This is called boundaries. And I feel like coming back from where I come from, I won't say if it's a poverty thing, and I won't try to write it off as anything else, but sometimes we as a people have a problem saying no, or like not wanting to make people feel uncomfortable because of our boundaries. And I'm learning that like dealing with you, whether you're family or friend, is not good for me in my future. And it's like I'm not building some ordinary life. I'm building something, that's gonna stand the test of time. And like I just can't have, you know, leaks. I can't have leaks and bad people, who aren't really, rocking with me, and aren't really there for me, or whatever may have you. So that's really what I say about my past. I've outgrown it. It's like, I, maybe this is like a person thing, because aside from my influence, I'm still a person. But like I always feel like, how you get to a point in life and you feel like you've done the work, you're healed, you're put together, and then 6 months later, and you're like, damn, I'm even, I'm even more mature and more healed than what you're just never there. You're like, you're always going to keep growing. You know what I mean? As far as like just becoming the best version of yourself. So like, that's where I am, and I don't want to say too much at all. I'm not going to say too much at all, actually, because yeah, I just want y'all to sit back and watch the next, yeah, just sit back and watch, these next 20 years and what I do and in my career. And I just have so much in store for myself. So much in store for myself, and I'm recently learning I had to find some type of motivation, and like I'm just ready to have a family. Like I'm ready to have a family. I'm ready to have little kids, little Mason Jyrees running around, established in my career, and healthy boundaries, and traveling the world, and really experiencing life. I think a lot of people who are in my position or in the greater position that I'm gonna be in, they get so caught up in the lights, the fame, that they forget to like live. You know what I mean? And I think like it's important to live. Like I'm learning that, but I'm learning that right now before fame even like overtakes me. Like so it's like I'm learning to just live. I'm learning to just embrace. I'm learning to just like go through life gracefully. Like I'm strategic. I got a plan. I know what I want, but I'm not being so rigid as far as a life. Like another thing I want to say, I feel like my past, my past couldn't hold the me now. Like they couldn't, how do I put this? Like the me I am now, if I was to go back to the friends and the people they would be like jealous of me, intimidated, or they would be like possessive. Like it would just be too much. The people from my past, they cannot hold the me now. Like I'm just too much of a higher vibration. Like if they thought they were sick of me then, they really couldn't take me, and I just feel like, not I feel, I know, yeah, my past is my past for a reason. And I think sometimes if you grow up like, broke or from a small town or from, like, um, just from lack, if you grew up from lack and survival, you feel like that the people that you've met in your life, that's it. You're not gonna meet anybody else. You're not you aren't worthy to meet somebody who is above you, or somebody who, not above you at all, but somebody who makes more, a good bit of, you're not worthy to just a certain lifestyle. And that in fact is not true. So yeah, you know what? Like, I love you, Lions, and keep running up bigger, keep streaming bigger. Listen, I need y'all to run bigger up. I got the lyric video coming very, 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 very soon. The lyric video is coming. The music video is coming. My debut album is on the way. It'll be out, later on this year. In the front, it'll be out in the final quarter of this year. I do have another song coming out in July. I'm gonna go ahead and announce it right here. So keep running up bigger. Make sure you check out your bigger t-shirt, okay? Um, the bigger lyric video is dropping and the bigger music video is coming, so you got to stay tuned. You got to stay tuned. To everybody liking the live, to everybody who has liked the live tonight, thank y'all so much. I want to let y'all know, I never want the people and my Lions, my supporters, to ever forget how much I rock with y'all and how much I've been rocking with y'all. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I love you guys. Like, I really love you guys. So, like, I really do. And I'm really appreciative of y'all. I'm really thankful for y'all. And we're just doing what I said we were gonna do. And it's like, one thing I can say is that, like, I'm really ready for my, like, my day ones to really just see the goals that I'm accomplishing. Over the next, blase amount of years. You know what I mean? So that's really just that. I do this for me, myself, my future family, and for my Lions. I do this for the people who are underappreciated, the people who are slept on, the people who society, not even society, because sometimes when we say the word society, we think like everybody in the world, but society is only the perception of what you grew up around. So when you say things like society, that means like just the people that you grew up around. That's something I've learned. Like, I had to stop saying, society, because the whole damn world don't think that. The whole damn world don't think that. It's more so, the people that I grew up around, that thought, certain things. And we just apply that to society. And I'm just learning that, like, I'm a gem. I'm a true person. And it's like, yeah, I'm about to get up here, work my ass off, do what I got to do, and, make a family, create a legacy. Um, that's very, very important to me, y'all. Like, that's very, 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 very important to me, creating a legacy, and continuing to build what I'm building for myself. Yeah, so keep streaming bigger. Keep streaming Ain't No Lover Boy FR. I'll definitely be back on here in the next couple of days to really check in with y'all, see how y'all doing. I want to tell y'all that I'm appreciative of y'all. If you're new to the Lions Den, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have not streamed bigger, go ahead and stream that one or 1,000 times. It doesn't matter to me. If you have not checked out the bigger t-shirts, go ahead and do that. Once again, it's your boy, the one, the only, Mason Jyree. Abonne-toi.